The G-Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.
I think we do need to set up the time that you know,
got to get the band back together.
Yeah, you got to get the band together. Like the
aggressive funk, bro.
There you go.
So before we wrap it, like where is everyone that you still communicate with? Because like I said, I see a handful of people on social media that's Cornell every blue, but we talk every blue. But
y'all do talk.
Same with Bird.
Right.
I'll see him online or Facebook, but we'll kick it every blue. But so those are two that I'm more
right.
But like Zeke, Kiki, Tony,
everybody still.
Booby, where are they? Dee Dee.
We just saw Booby.
Sean Reeves, Country.
Now those people, like the old
Swahili.
Guys, I haven't seen them.
Wayne.
Yeah, the only one I haven't seen, and that's because we're in the same motorcycle club, is Kenny Williams.
Okay.
And Chuck Drummond.
Yeah.
I see them when we do our motorcycle thing. But pretty much the guys that me and you grew up with, we all still see each other, but it's always usually in a family setting.
Gotcha.
Like Black, he'll throw, his wife has an extremely large family, so they always throwing something. Nato, he coming through Block, Zeke. Everybody still sees each other, and some see each other a little bit more, but we all talk often. We all talk often. I told it. I said I got to call you when we wrap this up, because Zeke, when I told him where I was, he said, "Please call me. I ain't talked to Gary in forever."
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to know, what are they doing,
right,
bro?
Yeah,
that's why I just want a glimpse. Like, show me something. You know what I mean?
Working, just take care of family. That's it, and trying to survive. I think at the other piece of that is that we're at that what I consider like the sandwich of life, where we're a little bit past where we were at that age where we were still taking care of our parents, but our children weren't old enough to take care of themselves.
Right.
So now my daughter, this is her first year in college. She's up at Spelman. Shout out to Spelman.
That's what's up.
And we just dropping her off, so now we in the next phase, and pretty much.
And they cool with the in-house.
Well, they doing it a lot different. Like how it was like crazy how you have to. How was it? You took a COVID test like a week before, but then as soon as you get on the ground, you got to take another one before we, So remember when I told you I was going to hook up with you? Then I didn't know all that was taking,
right.
So
Okay,
it took
gotcha.
a while.
Right. Even, that whole process.
It's totally different. But like I said again with this COVID, the way things were, everything's changing. So it's kind of like some of the stuff is they making up as they go, because this is their first year on campus. I mean, this is her first year. Yeah. But the first couple of semesters she was online at home.
Gotcha.
So this is her first time will be actually on campus, but they still, I think they're keeping them on campus, so to speak. I'm not sure.
So they kind of like, so that'll keep them kind of like in a bubble.
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, gotcha. Because like I said again, that's one thing I noticed, and I was going to ask you about that. As far as like with the COVID here, and we get this story.
Oh man, Atlanta forgot that we had.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, because like I went into the store with my wife and her cousin, and like people looking like we got like tennis on, they looking at you like we got seven masks on. Like I'm like, did we take a wrong exit? Like, we dropped off. Did they not know that? Damn,
they had not heard about this thing. Yeah.
So is it that they don't enforce it as much here, or how's it?
I don't know if it's the enforcement thing. It's the mentality thing, and the mentality is almost like. You know what I mean? Really. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. You go to certain places, people are covered up. But you can go to some places and be in the room with, crowds of people like, they don't watch the news? Like, have y'all heard of this? You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So, yeah, that's something that I did notice. That's the only thing. Now, have they done the shutdown where they?
We had to go through those phases where it shut down.
Oh yeah, y'all did go through that?
The essentials had to go out.
Okay.
Like for me, I'm on that, at least at the station, on the essential side.
Okay.
So I was still going, but for me, it's overnight.
Right.
So it's me. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in there with 40 people.
Now that's another thing, like because of the COVID, a lot of people are starting to lose jobs and things like that. Y'all getting hit with that a lot too?
Yeah, that's
Really?
definitely been affected down here in Atlanta. You know, people doing the PPPs and the EIDL, all that stuff. We even did it for the studio.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, because when it hit, clients was like, yeah, we're gonna fall out for a little while because they didn't want to come nowhere. They didn't want to do nothing, which was understandable. So we did it. They've been slowly coming back in, and I think we got one coming in today. But yeah, slowly been coming back.
That's the other piece that I noticed, like, because I work in healthcare. You know, I wasn't affected as much as a lot of people, far as have to be sent home because, you know, things like that.
Right.
We definitely blessed because a lot of people I know haven't worked and they didn't kind of discontinue the jobs, and so it's rough. It's about to be real. And
some businesses that grand opening, grand closing, type of deals. It was rough.
And growing up and being in DC, we got to experience the riots. How
was that? What was the atmosphere like? Up there?
Well, now you had to remember
when
you first, before the Capitol riot, they had the riots. What was it, for the Black Lives Matter? And that's when everybody's burning down stores and all that type of stuff. And you know, we got to see that. But then it was this, and like you saw all the military and everybody for the Black Lives Matter thing. Of course. But then
it's like, don't burn down the 7-Eleven.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pow.
exactly.
Tear gas.
But with the Capitol thing, they just went berserko.
Oh, here's the key.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
To your left, you'll see.
Man,
right.
Matter of fact, go ahead and put your feet up if you want to. You know.
You're good.
Exactly. And I just kept thinking about this. Because it was a few years back, they had a lady. She had some type of mental issues going on. I'm not sure what it was. She had like a mental breakdown. And she was driving. She had a baby in the crib, in the back. I mean, the
back of the car seat. Yeah.
Driving. And she had a mental. So she started driving erratic, and the police was chasing her. She drove to the front of the Capitol. They shot her 27 times with the baby in the car. You know what I'm saying? But now you got people storming the Capitol.
2,700 people out there storming the Capitol.
And chasing the Capitol Police. And I was like, man, this is like,
it's ridiculous,
man.
Bro.
And that's when I started sickling at it like, wow. Can you imagine you just saw this in, 2020? I mean, this whole thing, everything has just been crazy.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, but we just been trying to survive it. And it's really tense because you'll go to work, and that's when you start seeing that a lot of whites, some of them don't want to really discuss it, and I
kind of understand it.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I think about that because I was saying to asked a couple of people, I said, what if you went to work and then you realized that the dude you work with, you saw him
exactly
on that screen.
Right, exactly.
How do you feel with him still being here?
Right, exactly.
Why is the job still letting him be here?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's why I said that,
but the other way around, you got to go.
Yeah, sorry, but you got to go.
You want to get to the door.
Exactly. They're going to call security. They're going to get you up out of there. Yeah, so, but the climate is, like I said, the only thing I can say that I hope that now we under new leadership, I think things hopefully get a lot better. But I do tell people that Trump, in my opinion, was the right person for the climate of how the world was, or the country was, being real narcissistic, people not caring. So I think that boom, now COVID hit. You need we need to change our ways. And I think that you need somebody that cares. And I think that's what happened. You were allowed to see what it feels like to have somebody that doesn't care.
Chaos kicks in. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Now, and I think you got to go through something to get to the next level. And I think that this is going to kind of help us to kind of be more united.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end
God
of the day,
willing.
Yeah, God willing. Yeah. That's all I can say on that.
And people too, because it still involves people.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it still involves people.
Yeah.
So,